We're live here at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United versus Desborough Town. Apologies for the late start, but unfortunately they've shoved the broom at the bottom and are having to sweep the floor today. It's Liam Cook here, live from the Butts Park Arena for this United Counties League Premier Division South match. We'll take you through the starting lineups very shortly. Next on the board goes out of play. You've only missed about 20 seconds of the action here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United versus Desborough, live on CUTV. That's Coventry United immediately trying to close down the front three. Desborough look for a route out of danger. Here's Lewis McLean. Elmore on the left-hand side and play it down the wing for Blakey. And out on this near side, great work from Ed El Hagani. Coventry United making 4 changes to the starting lineup this evening. James Bayan starts in goal. The defence consists of Clamp, Chesterton, Miles and El Hagani. Midfield, Sean Wills, Mitch Mollison and Riley DeVoyle. And up front, Jared Bradshaw, Kyle Carey and Jack Bowden. And for Desborough, they're starting Adam Honor in goal. The defence consists of Aidan Bradshaw, Lewis McLean, Aaron Davis and Liam Honor. In midfield, Billy Tebbett, Archie Elmore and Adam Randall. And from what we can see up front, Will Russell, Ian Blakey and Luca Miller. So 2 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. Desborough controlling possession at the moment. Challenged by Jared Clamp, taking the number 7 Elmore to the floor. Referee says nothing doing. Launched upfield towards Jack Bowden. Cushion header back to the goalkeeper, Honor by Aaron Davis. There's 2 honours in the team today. Adam Honor in goal, Liam Honor at centre-back. Blakey in the centre circle, surrounded by red shirts and trying to pick one out on the right-hand side. It's intercepted by Chester, who's made a real impact since his arrival from Solihull Moors. Now it's with Kyle Carey. We've got Bowden in the middle. Bradshaw in there too. Goes alone. Cushioned by the goalkeeper, Bowden. And a point-blank range save. Bradshaw comes back from an offside position as he hooks it over. Within the first 3 minutes, Coventry United already agonisingly close to the opening goal of the game. Carey testing Adam Honor to his fullest extent. And Bowden unlucky not to be able to lift the ball over the prone goalkeeper. Big shout out to Brendan and Craig Madison, who's tuned in. Let us know if you're tuned in today here on the Coventry United TV YouTube channel. Leave a comment, to make sure to hit the like button as well to let us know you are enjoying the conversation. Highlight of tonight's game will be available probably tomorrow morning. Desborough trying to get some distance from himself in their own backyard. Randall drops deep. Aidan Bradshaw on the right. Randall. Guess we're looking to calm things down after a tense start. And Bowden cutting out that attempted pass from Elmore. Down line with Jared Clamp just into his own turf. And United will regroup from the back. They've got the ball at their feet. That's what they needed from that exchange. Blakey closes down Bayan, wearing the number 19 tonight. His second consecutive start after a switch from Alchurch. Carey looks to play it in for Bowden. Honour's ball, and he launches it out on that far side. One of the supporters on that side of the field will have to go and fetch the ball. Well, Coventry United are ready to take the throw. Charlie Faulkner is tuned in. Charlie, hope the recovery from your elbow injury is going well. I hope to see you back at the Red and Greens very soon. Wills, Mollison encased in that corner of the field. Wills swipes it away from the challenge. Wills down line with Mitch Mollison. DeVoyle, first time ball to El Hagani in the centre circle. El Hagani driving through, catching Elmore by surprise. Dinks it in, just bounces away from Sean Wills. Lovely idea from Coventry United. Just needed to be a yard shorter. Big shout out to Harold Jones as well. Harold, I hope you're feeling better very soon, mate. And also Alan Ward, who is sponsoring today's game between Coventry United and Desborough. Well, we've saved your programme, Alan, and I think you'll like a little surprise that we've put in there for you. Aaron Davis. Interception in the midfield by Riley DeVoyle. Thinking about the long range spectacular Well, Adam Honor had to be on his toes to keep that one out. You don't win the raffle if you don't buy a ticket. Randall playing as the anchoring midfielder. Finds McLean, quickly covered up by Bradshaw. His big chance tonight after the winning goal bagged in Cambridgeshire on Saturday against God Manchester Rovers. A crucial 3 points for the Red and Greens. For God Manchester, it's been a difficult couple of games, losing against Rugby and then 3-1 deficit at home to Amesbury. McLean battling with Clamp. Elmore beaten mid-air by El Hagani, and who isn't? Funk clear by El Hagani from the second. Bowden chasing that loose ball against Honor, who nods it back to his brother. Liam Honor and Adam Honor tasked with keeping Coventry United at bay in their respective defensive and goalkeeping positions. Blakey drops into the midfield. Wallason gets there ahead of the number 10, Luca Miller. Sean Wills. Carey. Now Chesterton. Back to Carey. Quick fluid move from Coventry United. Crossfield ball aimed towards Jared Bradshaw. Nodded into relative safety by McLean. McLean gets it back. And there's an Elmore on the chase. Cut out by Clamp. Right on the line, able to find Jared Bradshaw. Now El Hagani as the heavens start to open at the Butts Park Arena. 7 minutes gone. It's still 0-0 between the Red and Greens and Artan. Chesterton gives chase to a mammoth ball and has got there. Well done, young sir. Now Carey's already proved to be a menace to the Desborough back line. Devoyle calling for it. It didn't find its way over Luca Miller. Mollison on the volley. Well, it would have done all right when Coventry Rugby Club were at home, but it won't fly when the Red and Greens are playing. Although it did fly into the car park. The nickname of Desborough Artan, well, one of the nicknames that is, derives from the local dialect of the Desborough faithful. To you and me, it means our town. Another nickname for the visiting side, the Bucketers, it's bucketing it down. Who will that favour? As Chesterton taking that on the slide. Brilliant challenge in from the number 11, Will Russell. And look who's back, Coventry United official Nigel Ward attending his first game of the season. We all know why he hasn't been here. Chesterton. Onto the chest of Sean Wills. Down onto Chesterton again. Miles. Spots Clamp in acres of space. Little stumble. Closes that space thanks to Elmore. Clamp. Dispossessed from behind. That's unlucky and good stuff by Billy Tebbett. Safely back with the goalkeeper on after good pressure from Bowden. United without two of their start forwards today. Top goal scorer Joseph Akambiada, who clashed knees with an opposition player on Saturday. He's out as a precaution. Hopefully back in time for the Histon game as Bradshaw fought it with a throw there, closing down McLean. Just got a little nick on it. And as we said, Charlie Faulkner suffering a potential dislocated elbow in the early minutes of that victory at God Manchester. Just 10 minutes in, Charlie was forced off. Didn't work out for Charlie, but it worked out for Coventry United with his replacement Jared Bradshaw scoring the winner just as he was about to be taken off. McLean cushion header as the heavens have certainly opened, becoming more heavy. Randall. Liam Honor. Now Aaron Davis is centre-back partner. Aidan Bradshaw on the right gets there ahead of Kyle Carey. Carey trying to close out on Will Russell. The pressure on that far side. Coventry United trying to hassle and harry the visiting side off the ball, and they have done, forcing them into a mistake. Chesterton being held all the way by Luca Miller as he tried to evade capture, and he's done so with the free kick. Coventry United getting the benefit of the doubt on that occasion. Well, you won't get this weather in Qatar, but you're very unlikely to see a 0-0 draw. Unlike three of the fixtures we've seen over the last 24 hours in the Middle East. Clamp. Bowden, Kerry making the run. Wasn't quite what Kerry had in mind. It's intercepted by Davis. Bowden trying to run onto the loose ball. Quick passing averts disaster for the Bucketers, and dragging the arm by Jared Bradshaw on Elmore. Results in the free kick for Desborough. McLean receives from Blakey. Desborough have had the better possession so far, but United seems to have done more with it when they've had the ball. And rolls through the legs of McLean. The return pass from Adam Randall taken quickly by Riley DeVoyle. Now here's Bradshaw, looking for a game-winning contribution for the second consecutive fixture. DeVoyle switches the play over to Chesterton. Turns away from the challenge of Randall. Here's Miles. Just bounces off the boot of Kyle Carey after a throw on the far side, about 10 yards into United territory. Well, if you're not here this evening, you haven't got long to wait until your next footballing feast at the Butts Park Arena, Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock kickoff versus Histon. And like every game here on CUTV, it will be live. Carey caught in possession. Thumped upfield by Aaron Davis. Cushioned the header by Miles. Out for a throw on the fringes of the penalty area. No nonsense defending from Carl Nolan's side. Bradshaw's throw. Blakey holds up, tries to turn and shoot. It's snatched away from him by Chesterton and cleared by Bayan. Only as far as Aidan Bradshaw. Charges in on Chesterton. And Bradshaw got the final touch as he took it over the line. Coventry United goal kick. Harold saying it's not raining in Walsgrave. Well, Harold, it's raining here in Earlsdon, I can tell you that. And a day late and $1 short, our stadium announcer, Roy Eden, turns up. I don't know what time he calls it, but maybe he thought it was an 8 o'clock kickoff. He hasn't missed the goal, thankfully, but he has missed some of the action, all of which you can catch on CUTV tomorrow morning in the highlights. Chesterton. Bowden forced off the ball mid-air. Referee says fair game. Nothing wrong with a bit of physicality between those white lines. Referees encouraged to allow more of it this season. Some have, some haven't. Bradshaw. Aaron Davis, as it's becoming almost monsoon-like conditions. Very difficult for both sets of players, but Bowden trying to use that to his advantage. He was snuffed out by the Desborough backline. Good pressure on show by the Blues. Wills couldn't take the ball with him, and it's won back by Luca Miller. Randall avoids the challenge of DeVoyle, but the pass back into defence was picked out by Bowden, but it was caught from behind. Referee says no foul. Bowden looks a little sore coming out of that one. Bradshaw couldn't take it past Adam Randall, but it's intercepted by the opposite number rating, Mitch Mollison for Coventry United. Bradshaw's up there, as is Bowden. Bowden brings it to feet. Challenge from behind by Adam Davis this time, and Desborough have got the ball back. Will Russell turns away from Chesterton on the halfway line. Has he forced him over the line? Yes, he has. Chesterton impressing yet again. We see Tyler Haddo warming up as a precaution. Jack Bowden still not moving with all the freedom that he would have liked. It looks like a potential injury of the hamstring. Not an ideal preparation for Coventry United. As we said, they lost 2 forward players with injury on Saturday, those being Angambiade and Faulkner, neither of whom are fit to play today. Here's one who's back, Kyle Carey. DeVoyle will strike it, bounces past the far post via a tip from Liam Honor. Coventry United with all of the attacking opportunities in the opening 15 minutes. Can they find the opening goal? DeVoyle came so close to scoring. Will he set up a goal? El Haghani's up there, who got the final touch. It will be another corner. I think El Haghani was caught on the head there. And Hagani thought it was going to be a goal kick. Maybe he thought that he got the final touch on it, but it looked like it bounced off the head of honour. Take two from Devoy. Oh! Surprise, surprise, it's Smiler! Bullet header from Adam Miles. Coventry United take the lead on 16 minutes. Miles leaping like a salmon, a bullet header. Leaving Honour helpless. Devoyle plays it straight on the head of Coventry United's most dangerous man at set pieces. Give him space at your peril, and that's exactly what has happened for Desborough. Coventry United 1, Desborough Town 0. Perfect start for Coventry United. They have been the better side. They haven't had the most of possession, but they've used it to the best of their ability. They've come close a couple of times already, while Desborough have yet to really challenge James Bayon between the sticks. Now Desborough have got to try and pick themselves up off the ground and find a route back into this game. Adam Honour. Swift Bradshaw on the right. Tebbett bounces through the midfield, pinballing back to Miles, who slips, allowing Will Russell to intercept. Blakey's there, covered up by El Hagani. Good strength on show, and Miles will clear under pressure from Archie Elmore, and now Bradshaw sweeps past McLean. United have been given play on, and some foul play from the left back, and they'll continue with Wills. Sean Wills. Not where he was for a moment there, but he has maintained the ball. Clamp. Now Mollison. Good pressure from behind. And Mollison keep it to feet. Yes, he can. Mitch Mollison. How's he still got the ball? Squares it for Carey. Bowden's there, as is Bradshaw, with his path covered off. Here's Mollison again. Wills is free. I'm going to go left, but again, there was a blue shirt there, and the offside flag raised against Bradshaw anyway. And the referee's going to call over McLean, who would have given away a free kick. That's the referee giving play on to Coventry United, which they couldn't quite utilise. Harold Jones and Craig Madison both happy with Coventry United's opening goal, and there is going to be a change for Coventry United. It is, as we thought, Jack Bowden unable to continue, and Tyler Haddow will make his first appearance at the Butts Park Arena this season. Change United of Jack Bowden and on Tyler Haddow. You can see what it means, you can hear what it means to the Red and Green Army to see the local lad back after short stints at Barwell and Bedworth. Tyler Haddow is back in red and green and is back in the Butts Park Arena where he belongs. Ball at the feet of Jared Clamp, the right back for Coventry United. Now El Hagani. Space on the left-hand side for Chesterton. Bounces past Chesterton. Kept in, though, by Kyle Carey. Devoyle. Haddow's with him. Devoyle goes for a goal and tipped over by Honour. What a screamer that would have been. Devoyle, one of the few players from that victory in Northamptonshire last March, who are still in the Coventry United team. When the Red Wings very nearly went out of business that week, he knows what it means to Coventry United to still be here and still be putting on a show. So a reminder of the change on 20 minutes. Coventry United's number 9, Jack Bowden, withdrawn due to injury, and Tyler Haddow comes on in his place. Devoyle looking for corner success again, not on this occasion. Bradshaw down line to Carl Carey, ducks away from Randall. Mollison, Bradshaw tracks back and collects. Mollison again, setting himself for the strike. Again, Honour is equal to it. Punching clear as far as Devoyle. Clips it back into the air and a volley away by Tebbett. Not as far away as he would have liked. Indecision between Wills and Carey, but Carey has got it now. Kyle Carey bounces straight to Honour. He's having a busy day this evening, is Liam Honour. So not time to put the deck chair just yet for the Desborough number 1. Aidan Bradshaw falls to Blakey, who's not had an opportunity to shine today. Bradshaw just bouncing off Bradshaw's knee, safely back with Adam Honour from the left back, Lewis McLean. Honour. Elmore couldn't make the run, blocked off by Chesterton. Chesterton and Clamp swapping wings. Chesterton down the right-hand side, Clamp on the left. Miles, I think Haddow was offside and he knew it, didn't make the run. Flies over the blue wall at the back, and the goalkeeper will redistribute to his brother Liam Honour. Haddow, challenge from behind. Great slide in by Aaron Davis to prevent the interception by Carey. And he got past him, who would have had a one-on-one route to the net. Tebbett. Aidan Bradshaw, he's got Will Randall with him as well. And locked it away. Good stuff by Adam Miles. Halfway through the first half action already, and it's Coventry United on top by 1-0. Adam Miles with what I believe is his 5th goal of the season. Haddow. By Chesterton. Wills will give chase. Honours in no man's land, but launches it up to the halfway line. Mollison. Chesterton. Dragged from behind. Referee says no foul. Russell couldn't take it to the net. Mollison. Surging run from the former Highgate man. Mollison still going. He cuts in from the left. Pulls it back for Haddow. Who's behind Haddow, and a slide by Adam Davis takes it away from the United threat. Rolls up to the shin of Adam Miles, brought down by Russell. Across the halfway line into United territory, but goes back with Bradshaw. Billy Tebbett. Curl it around Tyler Haddow and finds Honour. McLean, covered up by Bradshaw. Clamp. Muscle Elmore and El Hagani looking for an option down the right-hand side. Tyler Haddow trying to beat Liam Honour to it. And as far as his brother. Dangerous time at the back for Desborough. They've able to stave the pressure. Coventry United firmly on top in this United Counties League Premier Division South game. Can Desborough turn the match on its head? McLean. Elmore being held. The referee says get up. He's on the floor and still got the ball at his feet. Then loses it to Bradshaw and looks at the referee. He was never going to blow his whistle. Tries to curl it to the left-hand side by Carey. Connects with the head of Aidan Bradshaw. Now Tebbett again. Desborough don't seem to have the ideas needed to find a way through the Coventry United back line. And Miles in a bit of a merry-go-round there with Will Russell, and gets the free kick out of it, being held from behind. 20 minutes to go until the break. El Hagani. Close on by Blakey as he thought about where to go next. El Hagani gets it back from Clamp. Blakey in close proximity, plays it low through the midfield to Jared Bradshaw. Devoyle meets the run of Jared Clamp. Skips past McLean. Clamp looking for the cross. Finds Bradshaw on the edge of the area, looking for a second goal in 2 games. In fact, squares it to Kyle Carey, the Coventry United second, couldn't hit the target, just drags it past the far post. It's sexy football right from Coventry United tonight.
Legential goal scorer Adam Miles, sponsored by Eagle Contracts.
Reminder there at Adam Miles, the goal scorer, sponsored by Eden Hall Contracts. If you do want to support Coventry United, the best way to do it is by sponsoring the club or sponsoring a player. You can sponsor the club for the rest of the season for £350, I should say. You can enjoy VIP hospitality. Or if you want to sponsor a player, you can get your place in the matchday programme every week and have your name read out when your favourite player starts or scores. Quiet things down in the last couple of minutes. Carey made the early run. Adam Davis looking menacingly. Was there a bit of a hand there on Adam Miles? Referee says no. And, not the finest of hits, it must be said, from the Desborough midfielder. Wayward effort from Randall. Reminder, the next game here on CUTV coming up on Saturday, again live from the Butts Park Arena. 3 o'clock kickoff at home to Histon. United leading by 1 goal to 0. Adam Miles with a bullet header from the corner. Wells outnumbered, but wasn't going to let the ball go. He has been crowded out now, and Desborough on the far side of the field in the centre of the park, looking to break down the right-hand side. Here's Elmore. He's got Russell in there too. Bayon with a comfortable catch. Wasn't the most comfortable of debuts with Bayon on Saturday, but he looks a lot more assured and stable at the back. Devoyle looking for the... No further action for Haddo, but it will be a free kick about 10 yards outside the penalty area for Desborough. Looking for Randall, beaten mid-air by Mollison. Gets up by Tebbett. Miller, young forward. Tebbett as Desborough forced back into their own backyard. Miller evades Mollison and Wills. Spots Bradshaw. Miller again. He's trying to find a way of bringing Miller into this game a little more dynamic members of the Desborough team. Bradshaw. Miller again, dropping deep. It's with Randall. Now McLean. And Russell couldn't retrieve it before it edged over that white line. Coventry United throw coming up to the half-hour mark. We will be going off there at half-time for around half an hour, so make sure to... get yourself a glass of something cold or a mug of something hot. Be back here for 8:45. Chesterton receives in his own half. Carey looking to float it to the feet of Tyler Haddo. Offside appeals ignored. It was far beyond the back line, but must have timed his run to perfection. It's hooked out on that far side by Adam Honor, and Coventry United will have the throw. It's taken short to Sean Wills. Challenge behind by Tebbett. And Bradshaw stepping in with the block. It's another throw further down the line, halfway into United's attacking area now. Mitch Mollison. Devoyle offering support, but Mollison looks for a more direct approach with Bradshaw. McLean steps in with the challenge. Where will Miller go from here or go home? With Liam Honor between the sticks in his neon green goalkeeping kit. And Bradshaw charging down the attempted clearance from McLean. Bradshaw on his game this evening. United have already made one substitution tonight, with Jack Bowden replaced early on through injury and replaced by Tyler Haddo. And United still have on the bench Sami Mazaffa, Jake Williams, Callum Banninger, and the returning Renato Prifty. Blakey backing into Jared Clamp, the referee said was holding the Desborough number 9 free kick. Sonia Moore tuned in, supporting Kyle Carey, of course. She wants to see a goal from the United legend. United would like a second just to make things easier at half-time. As they stand, they do look comfortable, although the goal from Miles is all that separates the two sides. Bradshaw looking to utilise the space on this near flank. Haddo's with him. Slightly too central for Tyler Haddo, but he has got there ahead of the sliding Honor. Squares it, and Liam Honor able to grasp onto it with Kyle Carey ready to pounce. Remember to follow our dedicated social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. We may well be bringing out a TikTok account soon as well, so watch this space on that. Chesterton, the ball taking a deflection on the way through towards Sean Wilson. No, it didn't. It was a misplayed ball under pressure from Luca Miller, but not via a deflection. Thrown in front of the Desborough technical area. All the way back with Liam Honor, now with Adam Honor. Desborough look a little cautious here, considering they're 1-0 down. Miller the target from the long ball. Miller found, but the bounce towards Blakey. Too close to Miles, who thumps it into safety. Carey will chase and flicks it over Adam Davis. Beautiful skill on show from Carey. Can United finish it off? Haddo using his body to send Honor to the ground. Maybe a tad harsh, but referee gives the free kick inside the penalty area to Desborough. Chesterton. Here's Riley DeVoyle. Haddo wants it played through. He's ready to make the run. DeVoyle goes right instead to Bradshaw. Back to DeVoyle. Snatched from right under his nose by Randall, who skips past Mollison as well. Opens the door for Miller. Challenge from Sean Wills prevents Miller from making inroads. Miller with the challenge on Carey. And putting it in for Russell. It was a step behind Adam Miles and a free kick against Russell. A little harsh there as he ran into the back of Miles. It was just good strength from Adam Miles. Coventry United will have the free kick inside their own box. Not that United will complain, but maybe a little bit unlucky there. El Hagani floating it down the right-hand side. McLean heads it back into the midfield. Randall gets a bit of advice from his teammates. Well, they didn't want him to find out El Hagani. Simple interception for the big centre-back. Chesterton spots Carey on the move. The goalkeeper's off his line. Kyle Carey should have put it into an unguarded net. The let-off of all let-offs for Desborough Town. Liam Honor in no man's land there, outside his penalty area. Only he will know what he was trying to do. Kyle Carey picking up the ball. Should have been a simple lob into the empty net, but bounces it past the post. Can Desborough capitalise on that miss? He may have been able to if it wasn't for good defending from Jared Clamp, who shields the ball into touch at the pressure from Will Russell. 10 minutes to go until half-time. Coventry United 1, Desborough Town 0 is the current score. 20th minute goal from Adam Miles separates the two sides. A fantastic header at the near post. Bain looks for Haddo. Mid-air collision with Russell. Referee says it's fair games. He leaped into the back of the Desborough number 11. Coventry United had the ball at their feet with El Hagani at centre-back. Across to his defensive partner, Adam Miles. There's space for Chesterton. Chesterton is picked out by the goal scorer. Via a deflection, the ball finds Kyle Carey, who drops into a defensive midfield role. El Hagani. Clamped free on the right. He'll go through the centre to Haddo. Avoids the first chance, taken straight into the second. Tebbert and McLean working in harmony for Desborough. Where will they go from here? Tebbert curling it to the right-hand side and finds Miller. Aidan Bradshaw cutting into the centre. Tebbert back to Bradshaw. Lovely interplay from Desborough. Can they try and craft an equaliser? No, they can't. Challenge from the Voile takes it to Harry Chesterton. Left it up to Carl Carey. Awkward touch, but has got possession now. Rolls it along for Devoyle. He's already tried the long way to tackle it today. Here's Mollison. We know he can hit them. Challenge from behind. Got enough of the ball for the referee's liking as he just took it away from the feet of Mollison. Wills retrieves. 1-2 with Mollison. Blocked off by Liam Honor on the edge of the penalty area. Sizable strength from the number 6. Now at the other end, Blakey. Latch onto that loose ball. Adam Miles sends it back where it came from, up to Kyle Carey. End-to-end stuff here as Carey puts it into the penalty area, just evades the head of Tyler Haddo and bounces back to Honor. One of the cargo trains heading past the railway end here at the Butts Park Arena. Sometimes they toot their horns, sometimes not. This one obviously more of a rugby fan than a football fan. Closing in on half-time, Coventry United would like that second goal. Dominated proceedings here at the Butts Park Arena. Desborough have yet to have a shot on target. They've only had one off target. Adam Davis strolls into the United half of the field unopposed. It's past now blocked by Riley Devoyle. Blakey's up there to try and pick up the seconds, and Coventry United have got themselves a free kick, I think for handball against Ian Blakey. It's taken quickly by Mitch Mollison. Clamps free on the right. Mollison telling Clamp, get it up that end of the field, and let's try and go for that second goal. Here's Bradshaw. Mitch Mollison. Space opened up for Adam Miles. Chesterton wants it to defeat and gets it to defeat the Solihull Moors youngster. Carey forced back towards the centre circle. After a bit of space for himself is Sean Wills. Plenty of space for Clamp, and United have got to get moving if they want that second goal before the break. Dinked up towards Jared Bradshaw. It's not dangerous this afternoon. Rolls it to Wills, it just evades the boot into the penalty area where Liam Honor will clear. Nodded on by Archie Elmore. And Elmore gets the return pass. Does he? No, he doesn't. He's just a step behind the ball from Luca Miller. Slightly under hit pass to Ed Helagani by Clamp. He's got there ahead of Blakey. Well, I don't think he was expecting it. El Hagani channeling his inner Richard Kehoe there and was telling Jared Bradshaw, make the run. I think Bradshaw was being cautious as he was on the margins of being offside. Adam Miles got the ball back. Here's Liam Honor to avert the gaze of Tyler Haddo and find Adam Davis across the back line. Aidan Bradshaw, one swing of the boot by Tebbert, and it's knocking on the penalty area for Coventry United, and Bain clears. Been a very quiet afternoon so far. What he's had to do is done well, but it is fair to say that Liam Honor has been, Adam Honor I should say, has been by far the busier keeper. And probably their man of the match so far. Liam Honor in the back line for Desborough. Now McLean, maybe lucky not to be on the referee's yellow card list. Also wants a free kick there for obstruction. It's not going to be given. Bounces over to the right-hand side for Aidan Bradshaw, covered up by Chesterton. Puts in the cross, deflected behind by Chesterton. It's going to be a corner. Corner kick coming for Desborough. A rare opportunity for the Bucketers. Charlie Ford asking what the score is. You've not been listening, Charlie. It's 1-0 Coventry United. Desborough have been feeding on scraps in this game. I'm going to take a big slice out of that pie with an equaliser before the break. On to have Jared Clamp, nods it away. Wills and Mollison, bit of miscommunication, but Wills has brought it to feet. Tripped on the way through, and the referee does call it back now for the free kickers. So there's a tangle of legs between Wills and Randall is going in the book. Wills trying to stay on his feet and play it up to Haddo. You've got to admire that from Wills. There will be a yellow card for the number 8 for Desborough, Adam Randall, the first of the game. The free kick taken just inside the centre circle. Roy Devoyle will play it short to Adam Miles. Only with 1 goal involvement today. Haddo, first time ball to Sean Wills. Looking to return to Tyler Haddo. Crucial slide in by Liam Honor, just getting his toe to the ball before Haddo could take aim. Two minutes of normal time to go. Coventry United still lead by 1-0. Adam Miles' header, the difference so far. Second consecutive wicket defender has been on the score sheet for Coventry United. It was Jake Williams on Saturday who managed to get United level after conceding in the 2nd minute. It's going to be a throw-in right in the corner. The challenge from Will Russell. Just the other side of the flag. United have hoping for a corner, but it was to the right of the flag, not the left. Clamp with ball in hand. Down line with Sean Wills. Skips past that Desborough sandwich. The cross nodded away at the far post by Aidan Bradshaw. Picked up by Mollison. Tried to draw it towards it. Lost by the goalkeeper. But Honor just able to clamber onto that loose ball before Haddo could turn it home. Chance of dodgy keeper towards Liam Honor, who's been anything but dodgy this afternoon. Probably is the reason that Desborough aren't more than 1 goal behind. Into the final minute of normal time, Coventry United look good for their lead. Maybe unlucky not to be 2 ahead. There's still time, and Tyler Haddo trying to race onto that under hip. Header back by Adam Davis. Liam Honor doing just enough to get there and find his brother. Davis, so we're about to enter added time. No real stoppages, despite the injury to Jack Bowden. He was able to continue and just limp off the field. I don't think there'll be more than a minute of added time, really. Liam Honor. McLean wants support. Wills in from the side, a good challenge on Randall, who looks bemused as to why he didn't get a free kick. It's called physicality, Randall. But now Bradshaw. It's Aidan Bradshaw, that is, the right back for Desborough Town. Randall. Now Liam Honor. McLean. Patient build-up play, maybe a bit too patient from Desborough. Time running out, but a quick free kick taken as Devoyle is penalised. Elmore on his backside in the penalty area again, trying to keep the ball to feet, and again loses that particular duel. Clamp looking for the cross with the ball to Carl Carey, connects with the chest of Tebbett. Desborough maybe with 1 more break before the end of the first half. Tebbett puts it through. Here's Blakey. He'll be getting cobwebs on his boots. He's been barely involved in this game. Elmore is cross-charged down by Chesterton, prevents him from going for a corner. Finds Carey up the left flank, and after just 1 minute of added time, Coventry United head into the half-time break, 1-0 up. They certainly deserve to be more than the 1 goal in the lead, but they'll take 1-0. That header from Adam Miles putting Coventry United in front, and they'll be happy with that first half display. Half-time score, the Butterfly Arena in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Coventry United 1, Desborough Town 0.
Nigel Ward, Nigel, we love you.
You would have put it back in the bar. We're back here at Coventry United TV. It's Coventry United versus Desborough. And there's a change of Coventry United. Sami Muzaffar is heading on. We wait to see who is the player heading off. Didn't see the number head up. Coventry United are making their second change of the evening. Hanno's up. And it looks like Jared Bradshaw is the player heading off. So Jared Bradshaw is replaced by Sami Muzaffar, with Natal Ahad playing on the right-hand side of the front three and Muzaffar on the left. Desborough will have to come out with renewed vigour in this second half, and a free kick given there as the ball was lost upfield. Free kick to Desborough. In fact, no, it's actually going out for a throw-in. So the throw taken down line with Adam Honor. Here's Liam Honor, his brother. Davis strolling towards the halfway line on this bitterly cold November evening in Coventry. Under hit by Randall. Devoyle with the trickery. Looking for the run of Sean Wills cut out. Elmore. Now Adam Davis. All the way back with one of the goalkeeper. Desborough with cautious optimism in the opening minutes of this first half. They need to try and push for the equaliser, but they can ill afford to leave the back line exposed, especially with a quick front three like Haddo, Carey and Muzaffar for company. Here is Davis. Left back's playing a higher line this second half, and a free kick against Devoyle there for a bit of a nick in the back. We don't know whether Bradshaw was brought off due to an injury or whether it was simply a tactical change. We'll be asking Carl Nolan after the match in his exclusive CUTV post-match interview. Free kick, virtually on the halfway line, taken by Honor. Into the danger zone, offside flag raised. The referee doesn't notice. The play has stopped now. The offside flag's still up. The referee, I don't think, has seen it yet, but there seems to be a head injury to Adam Davis. Has been caught in the nose in that exchange. So Davis just getting a once over from the Desborough physio. Now United have used 2 of their changes, but have only used 1 of their intervals. They've allowed 3 intervals to make changes. They've made one at half time, and that doesn't count. Davis is okay. We'll be able to continue. They head off the field for a brief moment as he's received treatment from the physio. There'll be a drop ball. Referee still not acknowledging the offside flag. But United will have the drop ball, and it's dropped to the feet of Adam Miles. Bain. Now Miles. They short with Chesterton. United lead by 1 goal to 0 as we head towards the 5th minute of second half play. Muzaffar will give chase that ball down the left-hand side, cut out by Davis as he was covered up by Bradshaw. Jared Bradshaw's got up. There won't be any misinterpretations as to which Bradshaw we're talking about. That's Aidan Bradshaw, the right back, as it's cleared by Honor. Miles leaps for it and brings it down for Chesterton. It's over the head of Muzaffar. Davis, the captain, back with Honor. 5 minutes gone in the second half here on CUTV, live from the Butts Park Arena, United Counties League Premier Division South action. This chilly November evening. It's 1-0 Coventry United. Adam Miles' goal still all that separates the two sides. Here is Miles, finds the captain, Riley Devoyle. Skips past the challenge, and another. Bradshaw brought it to his feet momentarily, but the second's picked up by Carey. Outstanding work. Riley Devoyle in the middle, trying to craft something for the red and greens. A second goal would sure to kill the game off. Haddo lets it run. Will he get to the seconds ahead of Honour? No, he won't. Funked out of play by Liam Honour. And Coventry United have the throw-in, level with the penalty area. Riley Devoyle seems to be struggling. He's back on his feet and telling the United Magic Cardinal he doesn't need to be taken off, doesn't need any sort of treatment from the United physio. It's with Carey, looking for Mazaffa. Collected by Davis, who was behind Sammy Mazaffa. I think Mazaffa was too preoccupied with Bradshaw. Davis. Here is Aidan Bradshaw, the right back for Desborough Town. They've had to create anything of note in the first half. Let's see what they can do after the break. They really need something to light either the spirits up. And that isn't it. Devoyle back on the ball. Sammy Mazaffa. Chesterton, across the face of goal, spun away with the goalkeeper. It's Carey to try and turn it home. Kyle Carey, top bins! Kyle Carey makes it 2 with a perfect finish straight into the top corner. The second goal has been coming since the moment the first hit the back of the net, and it has finally arrived within 7 minutes of the interval. Chesterton's ball, bringing Honour out of his goal. The second's collected by Carey, who steadied himself, took it past the defender, picked his spot, and found it beautifully. A sweet strike from Carey makes it Coventry United 2, Desborough Town 0. United with 1 foot over the line. As long as there's no big issues, United should be able to find the 3 points. Devoyle. Miles finds Mitch Mollison, Coventry United encased in their own backyard. Mollison forced over the line by Tebbett. Quick throw taken by Bradshaw off the chest of Blakey. He got the shot away, but it was a tame shot covered up by Miles, who seems to have been caught in the lower abdomen. Desborough will come up again with Blakey. That second goal maybe giving them a shot of adrenaline in the arm. El Hagani doing the necessaries on that occasion. Here's Mazaffa cutting in from the middle towards the centre circle. Looks for Haddo upfield, and McLean turns it back to the goalkeeper, Adam Honour. Clamp preventing the run down the left of Russell, and a foul by Tyler Haddo. Too much pressure into the back of McLean. And Coventry United sending a couple more substitutes to go and warm up. We can see Callum Ballinger getting ready. Great ball by Desborough to find Bradshaw. Bradshaw driving towards the United net, crossing over down the right-hand side. Blocked by Chesterton, corner kick Desborough. That's more like it from the visitors. Both sides are allowed to make 5 changes at 3 separate intervals. United have used one of those intervals, but have made 2 changes. Desborough yet to use any. Well, McLean's going to have to go and fetch the ball from virtually inside the turnstile area. We'll slow play up a little bit. We've had 10 minutes of the second half here in CUTV. Coventry got 2, Desborough Town 0. Miles with the goal in the 20th minute, but On the 51-minute mark, Kyle Carey making it 2 to the good. Little delay, McLean will get the opportunity to swing it in, try and get Desborough back in this game. Bit of movement in the area, a little early from the Desborough attackers. McLean will line it up to try and find a royal blue shirt in and around that penalty area. Bain sees it coming all the way, gets enough on it, and picks it up for the second time of asking. Adam Miles getting back to his feet after going down. And United head up the other end with Jared Clamp. Back to being a mainstay in this Coventry United side after a lengthy spell out with injury. It's a neat turn by Sean Wills, who's got Haddo in support more centrally. Wills, and tapped in by Sami Muzaffar. Sami Muzaffar's third Coventry United goal. Not the hardest finish he'll ever have to convert. It was placed across the net and delivered to Muzaffar on a silver platter. But they all count, whether you score from an inch or a mile. Coventry United firmly in the driver's seat. They're 3-0 up again against Desborough. Oh, this likeable young man, the teenage left winger, still with a lot to learn, with a lot of potential that's already being shown at the Butts Park Arena. This Coventry United side, a blend of the old and the new. The more experienced stars like Tyler Haddo, Kyle Carey and Adam Miles, and you've got the new young stars like your Sean Wills, your Samir Muzaffars, your Riley Devoyles, your Harry Chestertons. It's the perfect blend for Coventry United, and the Red and Green Army are really enjoying what they're seeing. And that was nearly a chance at a fourth as Kyle Carey was ready to receive the penalty, but cut out by Davis. Bradshaw rolls it into the centre circle. Randall. There's McLean. Desborough with real work to do to even take a point home on a long journey back to Northamptonshire. Coventry, not the sort of place that you want to go midweek in this league unless you're one of the very few teams from this area, the likes of Lutterworth Rugby and Coventry Spinks. Virtually every other team in this league is an hour or more away from Coventry. So if you're not one of those three sides, you really don't want to visit Coventry on a midweek game, especially when you're losing 3-0. Randall rolls it across the midfield just in front of Kyle Carey and out with Adam Davis. He's not going to have a go, is he? He'll dink it towards the edge of the area. Oh, but again, Desborough failing to capitalise. Russ will try to cushion it to Miller, but to no avail, and an aimless ball. Straight out of play for a goal kick by Billy Tebbett. One of the best ways to support Coventry United this season is by sponsoring the club or your favourite player. You can sponsor a player for just £100 for the entire season. You can have your name read out when your favourite player scores. Bayan. United have found keeping clean sheets hard to come by over the last month. After a pristine defensive record for the first couple of months of the season, they have been leaking a couple. So a 3-0 scoreline, if they can keep that clean sheet intact, will be very desirable for the Red and Greens, making it back-to-back victories in the league after back-to-back defeats in the Birmingham Senior Cup and the FA Vase. Carl Merlin bases this team on principles. He'll tell you that in any single interview that he does. It's all about the principles that he instills in these players, and they're certainly working. And that ball from Haddo works for Sean Wills. 1-on-1 for 4. Rolls it through on her. Sean Wills joins in the fun. Coventry United are on fire. And Desborough forgot the extinguisher. Wills meeting a perfect through ball. Honor going to ground, but Will just tucked it straight between his legs. Adam Honor, remember the advice, stay clever, keep them together. And Coventry United are keeping to the script, 4-0. Well, we're just one away from the old five, as the Red and Green Army call it. We haven't seen it for a while. Coventry United firmly in control. It's 4-0 after a fantastic second half performance. We've still got just under half an hour to go. On a close down by Kyle Carey, gets it away just in time. Off the chest of Russell. Overlap being made by McLean into United territory. Substitution being prepared by Desborough, maybe a tad too late. There's a Doyle intercepts and finds Mitch Mollison. Mollison curling over Mazaffa. What a ball! The offside flag stays down despite the protest. Mazaffa looking to square it. The cross diverted out for a corner by Bradshaw. And two more Coventry United changes coming up. One of them is Callum Ballinger, and I believe the Butts Park Arena is, could be about to go sky high here, as we might be seeing the return of Renato Prifty, although it might be Jake Williams, not entirely sure. There are two changes getting ready for Desborough as well. We can see Falarin Awalike and Phil Dashit getting ready. Well, it's a powerful one, and it's a powerful punch by Honor to clear his lines. Blakey. Free kick Coventry United. There's the ball. Went out of play, but there was a swipe at the Coventry United man, taking him down from behind. Well, this might break Coventry United hard. I don't think it's Renato Prifty getting ring. I think it's Jake Williams. So Prifty not coming on just yet. I think it's going to be Ballinger and Williams. We await to see the numbers on the board. They're not coming out just yet. I think it's going to be Desborough to make the change first. But they're not going to make it yet. McLean gets us back underway with the throw. Adam Honor. Down the left-hand side, nodded on by Russell. But first to the seconds is Adam Miles. Claiming that ball for his own. Here's Chesterton, turns away from the challenge. Drilled by Miles, cushioned by Wills, only as far as Elmore. Driven ball to Blakey. Elmore, overlapping run being made by Bradshaw, though he's covered up by Mazaffa. Elmore runs over to Bradshaw, and it's pinballs over to Elmore. What a slight challenge in by Sean Wills to take it out for the corner. Desborough want to see more from their attackers, but Coventry United more than pleased with their performance so far. Although, if you ask Carl Nolan, he'll tell you that there's no such thing as a perfect performance. There's always things that he wants to improve on. McLean, as Desborough, will to at least get one back. Ben fullback coming forward, it's headed up and headed out by Tyler Haddo for another corner, this time on the left-hand side. Which is going to be taken by Luca Miller. The subs still wait. So do the attackers and the defenders in that Coventry United penalty area. Miller ensures that the men in blue are ready to go. Bradshaw's up there, as is Blakey. Bradshaw scoops it over from 6 yards. And that perfectly sums up Desborough's night. Well, here come the changes for Desborough. Heading on is the number 15, Phil Dashit, and he's replacing Billy Tebbett.
And a change to Desborough off Billy Tebbett on Phil Dashit.
And Will Russell leaving the field to be replaced by Dennis and Krumer. On the 65-minute mark of Coventry United, Mitch Mollison heading off to be replaced by Callum Ballinger.
Change United off Mitch Mollison on Callum Ballinger.
And that will be Ballinger's home debut for Coventry United. And Riley DeVoyle, the captain, his afternoon is also over.
And off Riley DeVoyle.
We wait to see the number of the shirt coming on. We believe it's Jake Williams. We wait to see the number of the shirt. If it's the number 16, then it is Jake Williams. Heading on for Coventry United. I don't believe it, he's back. Renato Prifty. So Renato Prifty back in the team for Coventry United. And look at that Tyler Hanna racing in, trying to block that clearance. The stage is set for Renato Prifty's return. He is back in the team and immediately back into the penalty area. Renato Prifty, what a shot this would be, taking it all the way to honour. Renato Prifty saved. We're still alive. Hardo saved again. Carey flashes past the post. He hasn't even been back for 20 seconds, and look what Renato Prifty crafted. Where's he been all season? It was nearly the old 5. The Red and Green Army were nearly ready to chant it. We're just about to hit the halfway point of the second half. Coventry United haven't had too many days like this recently. It's been all about conservative improvement on and off the field for the Red and Greens. As we said, the last time these two sides met, it was pretty common knowledge that United were heading out of business. The chairman, the manager had left, the players were leaving. The next week, United couldn't fulfil the fixture. The week after, they played at Bedworth's Oval, managed by Luke Morton and Ivor Lawson, who is here tonight for the first time since leaving the club. Here's Kyle Carey, one of the players to return after this. After this horrible spell for Coventry United, it hits the post. You have to think the 5th goal is coming. Oh, what a recovery it has been. The men now in charge of Coventry United. Carl Nolan, the manager, Michael Kavanagh, the chairman, Michael Lee Davis and John Goodman in the boardroom, Nigel Ward as well, who originally took over as chairman. And every single player, coach and fan who's been here during that time. It has not been an easy ride. But nights like these really make us realise why we do this. Getting a tear to my eye now. Here's Awalike. Elmore in the midfield. Desborough will be home to limit the damage. If they are dragged into a relegation fight, goal difference could be crucial, so they won't want to concede more than they have to. Knotted up to Blakey. Challenged by Chester onto the chest of Blakey. Prifty. It's Adam Miles, and now it's Mazaffa breaking down the left-hand side. Kyle Carey will give chase, shoulder to shoulder with Liam Honor. Fought away from the box, it's down line with Prifty. He's been waiting for this night, Renato Prifty. Here's Kyle Carey now wearing the armband for Coventry United. There's a 1-2 with Chesterton. Carey! Oh, and that was a brilliant opportunity for Tyler Haddo, who stopped the ball but couldn't divert it goal bound. Clamp keeps it alive. Clamp in. Here's Haddo again. It seemed written in the stars that Haddo would score the 5th. Well, it just flies past the woodwork. Another 2 changes coming for Desborough. Number 14 on the shirt that we can see. That would be, let's see, that would be Finley Shorrock. Oh, good bounce towards Bayan. Scoops it up on that far side. And that's how to play for a throw level with the penalty area. Maybe 3 changes here for Desborough. Indeed, there are going to be. So the 3 changes for Desborough, it's going to be Shorrock, Little, and we'll see the third one will be. As the throw-in comes to nothing, it's going to be another throw in virtually the same position. Elmore looking for space to cross, covered up by Ballinger. Elmore with a bit of support on that left-hand side. Dash it. Stumbles in the challenger now. Kyle Carey looking to play it through for Chesterton. Can he beat Davis to the ball? It was beating him for pace, but just a yard or 2 behind him. Well, Davis go from here, hassled and harried by Chesterton, not letting him go, but the referee gives Davis the benefit of the doubt by blowing for the free kick. And here come the changes. So heading off is going to be Aidan Bradshaw.
3 changes Desborough off Aidan Bradshaw.
We see Lewis McLean heading off too. And who will be the 3rd player coming off? We know who's coming on because they're all coming on. And Ian Blakey. And coming on Falarin Awalike, Finley Shorrock, and Kai Little. So a reminder there, Aidan Bradshaw, Lewis McLean and Ian Blakey all leaving the field. Falarin Awalike, Finley Shorrock and Kai Little heading on. Well, Desborough have already, in all due respect, almost certainly lost the game. They may as well give some of the subs a run out, get them some minutes, and see what they can do. They've got nothing to lose. Miles leaping into the back of the number 8. Here's El Hagani. Elmore getting dug in. El Hagani turns and lofts it upfield towards Tyler Haddo. From back into the danger zone. Offside caused by Bayan. Referee says no. Miles heads away from Elmore on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Clearance nodded up by Renato Prifty, but kept alive by Davis. Miller, one of the 6 starters still on the field. Dash it. Aaron Davis. United all staying back, looking to keep this clean sheet intact. It looks like Kyle Carey is playing as the number 9 now, as Jake Williams has been warming up. Potentially a sort of cheese appearance from the man who's got the equalising goal on Saturday against God Manchester Rovers. Archie Randall. Was used as strike there for Archie Elmore. Charge down. Miller. Now dash it. And the deflected ball catching out the left winger, Will Russell. El Hagani, United just playing it around the back. El Hagani's clearance only as far as Miller, who's dropped a little deeper now. Awalike rolls off the boot of Kai Little for the goal kick. Williams waits patiently on the touchline. Will he be the final player to enter the field of play? Desborough have used all of their changes. United have used 4, but have only used 2 of the intervals. Miles. Pretty pushing the back from Dashit. Referee says no foul. And Awalike unlucky as he put it into the penalty area. But the run wasn't made by Elmore. The highlights will be available tomorrow morning here on CUTV's YouTube channel. Certainly make for an impressive watch. Here's Kyle Carey trying to make it look a bit more impressive. Into Mazaffa, who's just a yard behind the ball, and Honor picks up. With 15 minutes to play, the score Coventry United 4, Desborough Town 0. Miles looking to shepherd the ball. lofts it out into the blue and white seats, into an area of the blue and white seats where there aren't any fans. So one of the younger supporters is going to have to go and fetch the ball. And Coventry are going to make their last change of the evening, and we know it's Jake Williams coming on. It's Jared Clamp leaving the field.
Shane United off number 2, Jared Clamp. On number 16, Jake Williams.
So more than likely be a straight swap at right back. Williams has been used on the flanks more than the centre since the return of Ed El Hagani. Goes his header only as far as Little. Miller trying to keep it alive. Randall chips it left. Short couldn't keep up with it. Just had to play for a throw, level with the penalty area for Coventry United. Well, the recipient of the 3 points very much decided as though the offside flag was raised there. On the far side against Elmore. Referee for the second time today didn't see it, but I don't think United will care as they have possession. It's drilled down left by Chesterton, and Awalike taking no chances. Thumping it out on this near side. Muzaffer will allow Chesterton to take the throw. Will's offering. It's Muzaffer who's found. Chesterton around Awalike. Oh, and Honor blasting it against his own defender, Davis. Not where he wanted to place the ball at all. And that wasn't where Wills wanted to put it either. He tried to bring the ball under control. It's deflected out on this near side for a Desborough throw. Little taken out on the challenge by Chesterton. Again, referee says nothing doing. And Chesterton with the one-on-one challenge on Elmore, bringing the ball back. Now Sean Wills, another brilliant performance from him, who was the CUTV man of the match on Saturday. Bounces towards Tyler Haddo. Will he go for the corner or go for glory? It's Tyler Haddo. Of course, you know he's going to go for glory, but he couldn't find a route around Shorrock. At least not one with the ball following him. The break down the left-hand side by Luca Miller. A lunge in, a reckless lunge in from Jake Williams, who'll be lucky not to go into the book here. And the referee telling Desborough that they couldn't take the quick free kick as they took it. He wants to have a word with Jake Williams, and is he going to go into the book for that? That's a little bit harsh, I think. It's just as he's come onto the field, he's been on the field for about 3 minutes, and he's already in the book. Well, I believe he's the first Coventry United player to receive a yellow card today, so the Red and Green squad actually say they've been hard done by. It has been one of the fairer games we've seen this season between Coventry United and Desborough. Elmore. Before his chance was in as he smacked the ball towards the net, but blocked by the sizable frame of El Hagani. And now Will's looking to send Muzaffer on his way. Muzaffer beaten for pace by Davis. You don't often hear that. Davis to Adam Honor. Flicked on by Miller. Archie Elmore. There's acres of space on this near side for Awalike. Elmore. But with Awalike, will he get there before the ball heads out of play? Well, he did. Charged down by Chesterton, who feels that he deflected it off Awalike. Referee's assistant flagged on this near side for a corner. Well, the 3 points are gone. They can take James Bain's clean sheet away. He hasn't exactly been the busiest of goalkeepers today, but what he's had to do, he's done well. Towards that far post. Oh, and the return, the header was easily cleared. Muzaffer sent it over the back line. Just a bit too much power on it for Kyle Carey. Adam Honor, the goalkeeper, finds Liam Honor, his brother. Kai Little. And with Luca Miller, the young forward. I dare say that he, apart from Honor maybe, would be Desborough's man of the match today. And Krumer slips it down the left-hand side of the penalty area while Elmore Wasn't going to catch that one. I don't think Usain Bolt was going to catch that one. And Coventry United have another goal kick. The other end of the field, it's with Tyler Haddo. Squeezed out by the defence on that left side, and it's Adam Honor back on the ball as we enter the final 10 minutes. Coventry United 4, Desborough Town 0. Haddo tracks back and gets it back. Is Mazaffa. Being held there by Awalike. It's Awalike will try and shift it into touch. In fact, he'll keep it in, turns away from Mazaffa and finds Davis. Randall. Now Sherrock, the substitute, now at left back, replacing McLean. Floating ball over the back line by Kai Little. Bairns off his line. He's under pressure from 3 Coventry United defenders. He did bring it to feet, but can only find Nkrumah on the left. Nkrumah dinks it in for Elmore. Little's there if he can pull it back. He went for glory himself. No power on it whatsoever from Elmore. Now El Hagani goes down. I think it may be a touch of cramp on those sizable legs of El Hagani. I think his legs are bigger than most people. I won't repeat what Roy just said. Let's just say he was giving Ed the Dion Dublin treatment. And I don't mean he was putting him under the hammer. Turning down treatment from the United physio, Lucy Stead. Electing for a bit of help from James Baird instead, allowing El Hagani to stay on the field. No free kick was given, so it's a drop ball to defeat a Baird, who immediately picks it up. Looking for Mazaffa down the left-hand side, good header by Awalike. But Carey latches onto the loose ball. Across Prifty's path. Wills to Mazaffa. Keeps it going for Wills. Will he take it to the corner, or will United go for that 5th goal? And Wills was making a beeline for the penalty area. His arm was dragged by Awalike, and again, Wills trying to stay on his feet, but the referee now calling for the free kick. This is back to the Coventry United that we know and love. Brilliant attacking football, passionate supporters and players who just want to play for the badge and each other. It's Carey playing it short to Mazaffa. Kills it wide. It's surprising to see Coventry United miss an opportunity in this second half, it must be said. If you are looking for your football fix at the weekend, no Coventry City, of course, no Premier League. Why not join us in the Butts Park Arena on Saturday at home to Histon in the United Counties League Premier Division South. It's kids come free as well. Anyone under the age of 16 can come for free with a paying adult. 3 o'clock kickoff. Do not miss it. After that, I think our next home game is against Rugby, and that's deep into December. Taken to Kai Little. Sherrock. The Miller, it's nodded away by El Hagani. Miles' header. Mazaffa, it's been the go-to in this second half since coming on. And now looking for Kyle Carey. He found Carey, he was past the last defender. There was a reason for that. The flag raised offside against the United standing captain. Taking the armband of the withdrawal of Riley Devoyle. Carl Nolan noticing that United had got the 3 points wrapped up. He wanted to save his players for an important run coming up. Elmore couldn't control, allowing Chesterton onto it. Now Mazaffa. Carey. Was that a trip? Referee says no. Carey feeling his toe. But back on the field, and it's a sensational ball through for Sean Wills. This would cap it off for Tyler Haddo, but he's put it on a plate for Renato Prifty. He's had to wait for it. Renato Prifty, after 3 long months on the sidelines, having to watch the action and rehabilitate from injury. Much like Mazaffa's goal, not the hardest finish, but a very meaningful moment for the youngster who the Red and Green Army hold in such high regard. Welcome home, Renato Prifty. We've missed you. Coventry United hit the old 5. They lead by 5 goals to 0. And with 4 minutes to go, I think that's pretty much capped off a perfect evening at the Butts Park Arena. And maybe there's time for one more. Here's Ballinger. Carey could have put it through for Mazaffa there, but we'll find Renato Prifty. Carey. Hooked in by Carey towards Tyler Haddo. Fizzes over his head. That's the one thing that we haven't seen tonight that the Red Green Army would love to see Tyler Haddo get on the score sheet. It's the final 3 minutes. Coventry United 5. Desborough Town. No, you won't want to miss the highlights tomorrow here on CUTV. I'll be up all night sorting them out. Wills trying to judge the bounce in the centre circle and holds off little. Chesterton. Here's Mazaffa. Wills wants it played through. Flicked up for Sean Wills. Just keeps it the other side of that one line. No, he doesn't. It looked to me as if it was kept in. Wills shakes his head. Elmore being held by Chesterton there, had a good grasp of the arm, and Elmore sandwiched between Mazaffa and Chesterton. It looked like Elmore took the ball over the line. It's going to be a desperate throw, but in all fairness, they could have had a free kick out of it, so all's fair there. Randall took it too close to Haddo, looked to slip it through for Carl Carey, intercepted by Liam Honor, but Haddo should say, not letting that ball go. And the throw for Coventry United will come after the number 15 dash it. Tried to play it to Awalike, but it was behind the fullback, and Coventry United will have an opportunity 15 yards into Desborough territory. Chesterton with ball in hand. A Super 6 would be lovely, but we don't want to get greedy. Miles' header from the attended clearance. Falls to Mazaffa. Challenged by Awalike. He tapped it off the leg of Mazaffa, according to the official. I must say, the referee has been one of the better that we've seen this season. It's very much pot luck in the United County when it comes to referees. And that definitely was a free kick there by Chesterton. Holding on to the... well, the referee saying he was holding on to the shirt. It looked like more of the arm to me. It's the last minute of normal time. I don't think there'll be too many minutes of stoppages. I think the players and the officials will be very happy to get in the warm. Shurrock. Back with Liam Honor. Davis. Pass to little cut out by El Hagani. Here's Prifty sending it through the middle. Tyler Haddo nods it on. Too close to the goalkeeper, under pressure from Shurrock. That presence breathing down his neck. Maybe it's what took Haddo off the boil. And El Hagani with a bit too much physicality to the back of Elmore. Free kick to Desborough. Maybe have one more chance to snatch a consolation. Desborough players are struggling with an injury here. He's hobbling back on the field. Of course, Desborough have used all of their changes. High into the area. Miles, as far as Darship, snatched from his feet by Adam Miles and looking to send Carey on his way down the left-hand side. Referee checks the watch as the ball goes out of play for the throw. We are now into added minutes. We've had about 30 seconds of added time. Awolike throws to Honor, who, in all fairness, doesn't deserve to be on the end of a 5-0 drumming. Sharrock. Here's Liam Honor. Makeshift defender now, Randall. Davis. Referee with another check of the watch after the first minute of added time. I don't think there'll be too many minutes, although we did see a few substitutions. I think both sides will just want to get out of the cold. Carey hassling and harrying Sherrock, and he's got it back. Trapped in the corner, where will he go? He'll take it out for a throw-in. Good pressure on show from Luca Miller. Crossfield ball for Awolike. Bounces past Chesterton. Awolike should get there before he goes out of play and does. Chesterton shoulder to shoulder with the substitute. Chesterton gets there and gets the free kick as well. A little trick from Awolike as Chesterton got to the loose ball. Quick free kick taken to Sean Wills. Skipping away from Kai Little. Sends it down the middle. Carey will chase. Davis just gets enough of it to send it back to Honor. Side by side with Kyle Carey. Did just enough. Awolike through in the right-hand side. Beautiful crossfield ball from Sharrock. Darshit. Randall, Desborough are going out with a fight. You have to respect that. Luca Miller takes aim. Oh! Well, that's certainly something to remember Desborough by. Luca Miller with an absolute peach. No, we did say maybe aside from the goalkeeper, Luca Miller was our man of the match for Desborough. The clean sheet snatched away at the last possible moment, but with a goal like that, you can't moan, can you? Coventry United 5, Desborough Town 1. And that is all she wrote here at the Butts Park Arena. What a way to cap off a fantastic evening of United Counties League football. Not a thrilling 3, not a fantastic 4, the old 5 for the Red and Greens. They were on fire tonight. Credit to Desborough, they fought until the last second, which you can see from that wonder goal from Luca Miller, but there is no doubt about who the winners are tonight. Coventry United, with back-to-back victories in the league, they continue their ascent through the UCL Premier Division South. Final score at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 5, Desborough Town 1. We'll see you next time here on CUTV. The highlights will be up tonight. We're back on Saturday with the game against Histon. And don't forget to check out our interview with manager Carl Nolan at full time. From everyone here at the Butts Park Arena, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.